Vamos mostrar o que a gente faz antes de comer? Vamos, Chumango e Guapo? Vamos rezar? Vamos rezar? Isso, vamos ficar rezando. Obrigado, Deus, por ter me colocado numa família legal. Obrigado por eu ter todos os dias uma ração de qualidade no meu potinho. Proteja todos os cachorros de rua, que todos tenham um lar com muito amor. Amém. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running.
All aboard!
1, 2, 3, 4.
Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Liftoff and the clock has started.
Four computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
Good morning. Boker Tov. Good morning world. It's me, Rory, Alec. Whether you're in India, right across Asia, time to dust the sleep out the eyes. It's time to wake up and shine.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Casting from the heart of Europe. It's me here in Austria. To you guys out there, a big God bless you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's time to celebrate.
1, 2, 3, 4.
That's right, Jesus is alive. He's on the throne.
Nice to be in orbit.
And he loves you this morning. The chickens are up, the rooster's crowing. It's time for
Good morning, world.
Good Morning World. Me, Rory, Alec. Great to be with you this morning, guys. Welcome. A very good morning to you on this Breakthrough Thursday. And yes, indeed, Rory, Alec, thank you for that intro. How are you? It's coming to the end of the week. It's coming to the end of the month. And at 8 o'clock on this Thursday morning, I am, at least here in Europe, live with you guys this morning. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday was live, but not live. But today, Rory Alec is live. Why, you ask? Well, because Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I was here in front of the microphone, dressed in the same clothes, during the live stream, working on the comments, everything else, but I wasn't live. I had pre-recorded all the pieces the day before, put it together and played it out. It's called trainer wheels, ladies and gentlemen. It's like getting your feet wet. It's that time when you learn to drive a car. You know what I mean? And you're so focused, and it's like, I'm going to drop the clutch. And eventually, after a while, you start to get your way. And what am I talking about on this Thursday? On Good Morning World, I am literally talking about driving this live stream rig, which many years ago would have taken 7 people to do. With what we can now, with technology, I am doing with one person. So I can, for example, say, hey, there's my name strap. And I can take it away. I can say, here is our website, roryalec.tv. If you haven't checked out the new website, would love to have you look at it. And of course, I could say this. Would love to hear from you on this Thursday morning as we go 3 minutes past 8. Got a full packed show today. We've got lots to do, and probably not enough time to get through the whole show. But I'd love to hear from you. So wherever you're watching from this morning, let me know and send me a comment, and I'll pop it up on the screen. But coming up on today's program, an amazing technology that turns polluting plastics into brand new clothing. It's elderflower season. We seize the moment. That's right. Make Elderflower Cordial on today's show. Also, many of you were touched by yesterday's program and birthday wishes. We go back to Malawi and we feature the Kondanani Hospital as Founder Anne Chikwasa shares her heart. And Good Morning World travels to Thailand this morning and observes the extraordinary efforts to remove thousands of tons of plastic from the oceans. I share a thought for the day from the ancient castle in Austria, and much more coming up on this show. Well, I think we should get on with the show. Welcome. Yes, let me just, as I said, let me pop up some of these. You see, I've got to get my technology organized here. So one has to take some things away, like this, that, this, and this. and then Paul. Yeah, good morning. Nice to have Paul join us. Take that one away there. From Swansea in Wales, lovely Paul. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I see we've got some folks joining us on Facebook. I've had some challenges with getting Facebook comments up. We're working through it. In fact, we were busy last night up until 10 o'clock trying to get some things organized on that front. But we will get there. We will get there. I don't want to get too tied up with technology this morning and get too lost in it. So let's kick off the program. And after the break, we'll be talking more about how to make your own delicious elderflower cordial.
Good morning, world.
We are transforming waste into polymer yarn to create a new product where you wouldn't never say it has been recycled. We started with 3 fishermen from the east coast of Spain, a little port, which all the waste that got collected in the ocean, when they pull up the nets with the fish, instead of throwing it back to the ocean, they would put it in the container and take it to the port. And we started with 3 fishermen, now it's over 3,000, nearly 600 tons of waste taken out from the bottom of the ocean. Reading this cotton company, one of the biggest cotton companies in the world, burning 4,000 acres of forest in Ethiopia to plant more cotton. So at the end, we're burning the forest to plant cotton to make t-shirts of €3, which are going to finish in landfill in less than 2 years. It has no sense. No, at the end, we need to start recycling our own t-shirts to create new t-shirts. We don't have to burn new forests. Waste is only waste if you waste it. We cannot think of waste, of trash, as something we don't need. First of all, there's not going to be enough space to keep on putting all the waste we create. There's not enough landfills, there's not enough, you cannot keep on burying it. So we have to start using that waste. No? And when you start analyzing, most of the products we use are able to be recycled. No? At the end, it's a matter of technology and it's a matter of innovation. And that technology exists and it's improving day after day. What you do is not enough anymore. I think how you do it is much more important. No? Anybody can make a t-shirt, or anybody can make a building, or anybody can make food. But the problem is, how is that made? How is that food made? How is that building made? Is it efficient in terms of energy? How is that t-shirt made? What pollutants are you using? What dyeing material? How much water are you using? So I think there has to be a purpose, there has to be a meaning. I don't think the world needs more companies doing things in the same way.
Good morning, morning, morning.
Absolutely love it. Celebrate the EcoL Foundation. And the CEO there, Xavier Goyenecki, talking about how they take scrap plastic in the oceans and turn it into brand new clothes. I love it. I love it. I love it. Extraordinary. And that's what Good Morning World's all about, right? Yes, folks, I've got lots coming up on this program, and I've got a 8:30 timeline because I've got to take Mrs. Stephen off to work this morning. So while we're live on this Thursday show, if you're watching a replay, please do send me a comment. Would love to hear from you. And I will basically read it out maybe on the next program. We've got lots of comments coming up later on today. And of course, we will celebrate birthdays on Good Morning World. You can't have a Good Morning World, especially on a Breakthrough Thursday, without some birthdays. Why don't we get on with the elderflower right away? I think this would be great. What do you think? Let me see if I can go to the next scene here. This happened after the first lockdown, where Carola and I had just been let out of prison, COVID prison, went off shopping, and on the way home from shopping, we discovered wonderful elderflower blossoms. It's that time of the year, folks. Okay, at least here in the Northern Hemisphere, or let me say this, at least here in Europe. And I love elderflower cordial. Well, this is a simple way of making it, preparing it, and I thought, let me share it with you guys today. You can make it as well, and it is yummy.
We stopped on the side of the road and saw these elderflower bushes in the farmyard. And my girl jumped out quickly and asked the farmer whether we could come and pick some of these blossoms. And he said, with pleasure. So what's the game plan? How do we make elderflower cordial?
I need 30 of those
Ah, you need 30 what?
blossoms. One orange, one citrona.
One orange and one lemon.
Yeah. If it's organic, you can put the peels in. And this time we put it, how do you call it? We setzen ihn kalt an. That means we don't heat it up. We just make it all cold.
Oh, not enough. The girl knows what she's doing. The girl knows what she's doing. She's gonna put 2.5 liters in.
This
The
one is
girl
very
knows
funny
what
because
she's
it
doing.
only goes to 750.
Ah.
Aber nicht bei dem da.
Not enough, not enough, not enough. Almost. Oh.
So, and then half a liter. And now it has to all be under the water. I'll put the lemons in the water.
It smells amazing.
Yeah, this is fantastico.
Sorry, dear viewers, we don't do smell-o-vision yet. Otherwise, you'd be like, this is heavenly. Wow, it smells fantastic.
And the trick on this recipe is that you put it cold there for 24 hours. Now it has to stand in the room. It's not
Did you not put sugar in yet?
No, no sugar. For 24 hours, no sugar. Just like this.
So you just perfuming the water.
Now I'm thinking if I can do this, you think?
Voila!
Okay. So that's how it stays
Look
now.
at this
24 hours. And we have a second pot where we do the same.
Good morning, morning, morning.
It's birthday time. Helen Susan Perrelli Iverson, happy birthday, Helen. Estrella Beltran, happy birthday. Aurora Faya, happy birthday. It's Thursday, the 27th of May. It's your birthday, and if I am not reading it out, happy birthday anyway. Todd Shockley, my dear brother, happy birthday. Lynn Hamilton, Denise Case, Belinda Smith, to all of you wonderful guys and girls, a big happy birthday. Lisa Riyad, happy birthday. Lisa, we're going to make part 2 of that cordial a little later on. We've got to wait another 24 hours, but on television we can squeeze it down to like 10 minutes and we'll catch the rest of that wonderful cordial making. And then finishing up with Emily Rubio. A wonderful birthday on this Good Morning World. From the entire team here, we join in celebrating you as your families and friends. No doubt today will spoil you rotten, is my hope. Viewer comments, I would like to do that. But now I'm going to see myself on YouTube here. No, this is Facebook, by the way. Let me swap it. I love it. I love technology. I'm learning it. I'm an old dog. By the way, what did you think of our two gentlemen who were praying before they had their breakfast this morning? I got to give them names. They're Portuguese. I don't know whether they're from Brazil or whether they're from Portugal. Where are they from? Maybe you've seen that little video and you can highlight me or you can update me on that one. Loved it, didn't you? Two guys not having their breakfast before they actually say their dog prayers. Yes, thank you very much, Mark. Mark says, great program. Thanks, Rory. Is referring to yesterday. We had vintage cars and we had extraordinary people. In fact, a little later on today's program, I'm going back to Malawi. Many of you were touched by Mama Malawi or Mama Africa. Annie Chikwasa it was her birthday. We celebrated her birthday, as with many of our other viewers yesterday, but we featured the story of little Otsumu. Her name means grace, and she was just sharing and appreciating her gratitude to Mama Annie for the amazing life that Annie Chikwasa has created through the Kondanani village. And I was there right in the very beginning. I was there with the groundbreaking. In fact, I think the clinic is called the Rory Alec Clinic. I'm humbled and I'm grateful, and I'm amazed at what Annie's done. So later on in the program, we're going to do more of that. So if you didn't watch yesterday's program, saying all of that, please watch it. You will be really deeply touched. And then Susan Smith says, don't be afraid to add guests from time to time. Note your most viewed program to date, the one on prophecy. Thank you, Susan. Good Morning World will have many guests. We will have much more. We will have live, and the vision is great. In fact, talking about the vision, I'm going to be doing a vision casting on the 16th of June. I would love you guys to join me. So I'll leave that slide up there so you guys can see it. It's down the bottom. There. There. You try and do that on live television. I tell you something. It's not dyslexia. It's just everything's back to front. It's like mirror image. Vision casting on the 16th of June. Visit the website and you'll be able to get the details. Send me an email. Or register, and we will send you a link, and I'll be sharing more of the vision. And as I come back to what Susan was saying, is we will be adding guests. Susan, thank you very much. She also goes on to say, 7 billion people woke up, our Creator's way of demonstrating a daily reminder of what resurrection will be like. Great to see you back, Rory, Alec. Thank you very much, Susan. Best wishes, Rory. May God bless your vision. He is a good God, just been through a long spiritual warfare and praying our way out. Maria, this is Maria sharing with us. And she just says, God is good and we trust him. We are happy to hear you on your new show. Thank you very much for your very kind comments. I appreciate that. I want to go to LinkedIn. Lots happening on LinkedIn. So many different amazing comments. I appreciate them. I read them all. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Johannes Carlson says, could you please share a replay link for the Vision Zoom meeting that happened on the 10th of May? Johannes, you'll find that on my website. Rory Alec, I can take this off, put that on. You see, it's all happening here. RoryAlec.tv. Johannes, you'll be able to find the link there to the 10th of May Vision Cast that we had on Zoom. Elizabeth, you send me a very precious, Elizabeth lives in Finland, and she sent me something about Uganda. And I'm going to jump through here because time is moving on. She's asking whether it is possible that we could assist a Christian orphanage, Caring Haven Uganda, and its CEO. They are looking for support with regard to a well, clean water. This is still a big problem in Africa. There's so many good things happening in Africa, but there are many regions and rural areas that are still struggling with this challenge. And just reading through here, she says a lot of the children died. 11 children just died last autumn during one night there because of the poison water. My heart is broken because of it. I've tried my everything here in Finland. I live in Finland to tell people about this need. I have a lot of experience, Elizabeth, and thank you for your comment. I have a lot of experience in Africa with water wells, and over the years I've had the privilege of working with our partners on GODTV. and going across that great continent and putting down many deep water wells. And I suspect, even though you don't say, I would imagine that the reason those 11 precious souls died was because it's a shallow well, and shallow wells do not bode well. Very easily poisoned, as you heard. And so, yeah, it's something on Good Morning World is part of the vision. So as Good Morning World community grows, we will start looking at where we can help. Elizabeth, at the moment, I cannot do anything, but I will see where I can connect you to and see if there's anyone else that can help, because obviously we have a whole network of connections. I could probably also guess today what the cost of a deep water well would be, and in due course, I would highly recommend, Elizabeth, that's what you shoot for in terms of Uganda. Uganda there on the west coast of Africa, but thank you for sharing with me. I will bear you in prayer for sure, not just talking about it. And who knows, the Lord may open a door and we can see what comes out of it. In the future Good Morning World, we do want to be involved in that kind of good works as a breakfast TV community. Wonderful, wonderful comments. We need to move on in this program because I can feel I've got to get downstairs and take that darling Corolla off to work. We've still got some wonderful things coming up on this program today. Let's move forward to the next.
Good morning, world.
Without a doubt, the ocean is the most beautiful place, especially in Thailand. But do you know that 200,000 tons of waste are thrown into the ocean every day, which means one truck of 16 tons every minute? 60% comes from Southeast Asia. At this rate, in 2050, there will be more plastic than fish in the oceans. After the success of upcycling the ocean in Spain, the EcoAlf Foundation, Tourism Authority of Thailand, and PTT Global Chemical have joined to replicate the experience and create Upcycling the Oceans Thailand. In this occasion, we will not only work with the fishermen, but also with the beach cleaning organizations and scuba divers community. The idea is to transform the waste into top-quality yarn through an innovative circular economy project.
ทุกคนทราบดีว่าประเทศไทยเป็นประเทศที่มีชื่อเสียงด้านการท่องเที่ยวถ้าเราต้องการรักษาขีดความสามารถในการแข่งขันต้องการให้ประเทศไทยเป็นแหล่งท่องเที่ยวยอดนิยมสิ่งที่จะต้องดำเนินการโดยเร่งด่วนก็คือการที่จะต้องช่วยกันดูแลเรื่องสิ่งแวดล้อมเราไม่มีโลกใบที่2
ประเทศไทยเนี่ยเป็นหนึ่งในประเทศที่เรามีทรัพยากรทางด้านธรรมชาติที่มีมูลค่าแล้วก็มีความสวยงามติดอันดับโลกในขณะเดียวกันเราก็มีปัญหาในเรื่องของขยะเนี่ยติดอันดับโลกเหมือนกันวันนี้เนี่ยถ้าเราไม่มีโครงการอะไรเลยเนี่ยพี่เดชคิดว่าเราคงไม่มีอะไรเหลือไว้ให้ลูกหลาน
ถึงเวลาแล้วที่พวกเราทุกคนจะต้องมาพิจารณาเรื่องนี้กันอย่างจริงจังจำเป็นอย่างยิ่งที่จะต้องนำมาประยุกต์ใช้หลักการของ Circular Economy เป็นการใช้ประโยชน์จากผลิตภัณฑ์ตลอดทั้งวงจรการผลิตอย่างมีประสิทธิภาพและได้ประโยชน์สูงสุดผ่านกระบวนการที่เรียกว่า Recycle หรือ Upcycling
Ocean waste is not only a problem of Thailand or of Spain. It is a worldwide problem. And we have two options. We can act as if nothing's happening, until it's too late and our oceans are destroyed, or we can take action. We have decided to take action.
Because there is no planet B. Amen, brother. Faith without actions is dead. I don't have to tell you that. We can all do our part, whether it's the team at EcoAlf in Spain and in Thailand and further afield, or whether it's us picking elderberry blossoms, or elderflower blossoms, should I say, not elderberry, elderflower blossoms, and turning them into homemade cordial. No preservatives, everything's healthy, except maybe for the sugar. Hey, let me not wax lyrical here. Let's get on with part 2 of making elderflower cordial.
The reason for the Kondanani Children's Hospital is...
My apologies. I looked at the wrong list. It is not elderflower time. It should be elderflower time, but it's not. Now it's elderflower time.
So, just for feeling it's easier.
At the end of this very nice process, we are now doing the final.
The mint we already poured. Isn't too much. I just don't want it to be so heavy when I pour it, you know.
Ooh, production line going here. Some of the good stuff. How many days did you have this?
24 hours. You have to 24 hours for the sugar to dissolve because it's never heated.
That's perfect timing. Look at that. The girl knows what she's doing.
Loving you, life could be a dream, sweetheart.
Gegangen ist. What?
Perfect. This is a special mint liqueur, homemade. We've taken elderflower blossoms from in the mountains. We have taken
30
blossoms.
Then you put in 2.5 liters of water. And 1 lemon and 1 orange. You just left it for 24 hours. But it has to be, how do you call it, covered?
Yep.
Covered, that it does, that the blossoms
make sure
are
the
in
blossoms and the lemon pieces are all
Yeah.
submerged beneath the top layer of the water.
And then you take it through a sieve, and then you put the sugar in. For 2.5 liters, it's 2.5 kilograms of sugar. And then you must stir the sugar, and it dissolves within 24 hours. So this one is never boiled. You put in a little bit for the taste, they say 70 grams of citron and soy.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen, a simple elderflower cordial recipe.
Good morning, world.
And delicious, I tell you, absolutely wonderful. Well, it's coming up 25 minutes past 8. We are live, not just live. From the heart of Europe here in Austria, it's me, Rory, Alec. I might even be able to get a strap up here, just so you can, if you're not listening, because I know many times I look at lots of videos on YouTube and on Facebook and I don't put the audio on. I just kind of look at the text at the bottom. It's Rory, Alec here. I'm live with you guys. Lots coming up in the program. I'm going to share a thought for the day in an old castle that's quite unusual. Before we get there, I would like to very much share this wonderful update from Annie Chikwasa herself. I started playing it out of the wrong order, but I'm going to play it now so you guys can see. And we're going to focus specifically on the Kondanani Hospital. I think you will be very encouraged. Here's Annie.
The reason for the Kondanani Children's Hospital is simply because so many children below the age of 5 die for no reason whatsoever. In the Western world, that would never happen. I mean, malnutrition, pneumonia, malaria, and all these issues, they just simply don't live. And the reason is as well that they go to the hospitals, but then there are no medicines, so the children can't be treated. They give them sometimes for malaria a Panado. Then there are no qualified doctors. We've got one doctor for 50,000 people. And when we have a medical mission, we have noticed that, young mothers of the age of 14, 15, they come in with their babies. And these babies are in such bad condition that we often have to help them in order to get the child back to health. There is a clinic not far away from here, and the clinic sends their patients to us when we have a medical mission, simply because they have no medicines for their patients. We're able to have 60 children in the hospital, which I think is a very nice amount of children. The catchment area, though, has 350,000 people. We need to still install our water, which needs to go with solar, because the electricity is off every single day. So we need finances for that. We need finances for various medical equipment, which we have to have before we get a license. We also just need people who will support us on a monthly basis in order to run the hospital. And we want to give good quality care. So we need to have good nurses, we need to have a doctor, we need to have a team of doctors coming every so often. So there are many needs which need to be met. And we ask you to help us to meet those needs. Thank you so much.
Good morning, morning, morning.
The wonderful Annie Chikwasa there in the Kondanani village in Malawi. Well, let's head off to an old castle that has an interior design like no other. In fact, it's actually a designer showroom. And I went there with my beloved wife and her dear twin sister, yes, twin sister, who is an amazing designer, interior designer, and they have their own business here in Austria, and they have clients around the world. But we went off to this old castle, and while there, I had a little epiphany. I'd like to share that with you. So let's see if I can get that one up and running. It comes.
If you ever wanted to buy me a Christmas present or a birthday present, it's got to be nice smelling soap. Love nice smelling soap.
We all need things, but here was a word of wisdom given a long time ago. Make sure you are in control of the thing, and that the thing is not in control of you. Do you understand what I mean? We need things in our lives, material things. We need tables, chairs, lamps. But make sure that those things don't have you. Make sure that you're not running after those things. Get what you need in order that you can facilitate a comfortable standard of life. Just make sure that you're not chasing after materialism. That's my thought for the day.
Why are you wearing sunglasses inside?
They make my eyes look, I can see better.
Prescription?
Yes.
As we enjoy the day with baby Amelia, her mom, and her grandmother, I must tell you I'm pretty broody. And I think so is Corolla.
Amazing castle. This is the second floor. Lots more to see. Shati, what do you think of this bath? Wow.
After a hard day's work of baby chair pushing, eye feasting on some amazing furniture, wonderful accessories.
Quite a showroom.
And it's really nice done.
And what do you say, Amelia?
Yes.
Good morning, world.
Oh, I tell you something. Don't let those things have you. You have them. Be in control of those things. Not let them be in control of you. The mission of Good Morning World, and yes, we're wrapping up this program because I got to get to work. My girl's got to get to work. My day is just about starting. How about yours? I know some of you might be watching morning, noon, or night, and therefore your day's finished. Well, I pray you rest well and sleep well. If you're watching the replay, I'll be back live tomorrow morning, Friday morning, 8 a.m. European time, in the heart of Europe, here in Austria. Remember the mission of Good Morning World. Produce daily digital content that encourages, entertains, edifies, educates, encourages all of you and me to courageous living, great works. Oh, I tell you something, I'm excited about it. I thank you for being with me on this program, and I hope you've enjoyed all of the encouraging things that we've seen on Good Morning World on this Thursday morning. It's been great hanging out with you. Have a great day, travel safely. I should be changing the scene here.
Love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Hit that little bell notification at the bottom. Every time we post something, you'll be getting it. To all my patrons, thank you so much for your support, guys. Without you, until tomorrow morning, lots of love. Keep smiling, keep shining. From me, Rory, Alec.
Welcome home. Beautiful, beautiful.
Good morning, morning, morning.